Hello, how are you? Welcome everyone to your channel Mary Tajitos. I'm Mary, and it's a pleasure for me to share with you a new tutorial for today's class. We are going to be doing the step-by-step of this beautiful and elegant bag. It's an elegant design, ideal for this season and perfect to complete any look, both for day and night. I love the finish that the silk cord gives it, because it's a material that stands out for its softness, shine, and subtlety. It also has an excellent drape, perfect for this style. I invite you to stay with me until the end of the class, enjoy the process, and put it into practice. If so, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment as a sign of appreciation. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also turn on the notification bell so that YouTube notifies you every time we upload a new tutorial video. Next, we'll review the materials list and then the instructions. For this class, we will be working with the following materials. And if you're interested, you can purchase them at your online supply store. In the description of this video, I'll leave you the link to their shopping page. We will be using scissors, a 4mm knitting needle, this will be our main needle, and a 3.5mm knitting needle, which I'll use to weave in the ends. 3 stitch markers, a measuring tape, a personalized tag with the channel's name. This one is optional. We are going to work with a roll of cord, satin, or rat tail, also known as rat tail cord. This one is millimeters thick and has 144 yards. I won't be using the whole roll. As mentioned in the video description, I'll leave you the exact amount of material we'll be using for this project. And finally, we're going to work with 2 metal handles. These are 13 centimeters in diameter. We start with a slip knot. And now we'll crochet 26 chains. We have loops on the hook, we yarn over and slide, loops on the hook, we yarn over and slide. This way, we'll crochet the chains until we reach the last one. I completed the 26 chains. Please check. This one measures 19 centimeters. Now we're going to make one more chain, and this will be our turning chain. Here we start working on the first row, and we're going to do it with simple single crochet stitches. We will insert the hook into the center of the second chain, because the first one is the turning chain. We go through the center and take the top yarn. We'll make the stitches here. We insert the needle through the center of the second one, grab the yarn, and pull it up. We will be working the height at the level of the little ear that's on the hook. We have 2. We yarn over again and finish the stitch. We go through the center of the next chain. We yarn over and lift up, yarn over again, and here we close the stitch. We make the next one. Here's how our single crochets look. We continue working 1 stitch in the center of each chain until we reach the last one. We reach the last chain. Here we're going to work. A triple increase means 3 stitches in that same stitch, because here we're going to start giving our base an oval shape. This is going to be a simple base. We're only going to work 1 round with increases. So we go through the center of the chain here and make the first stitch. We go through again. We make the second one. Again inside that point, and we finish the third one here. Here 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to work single crochet on the other side of the chain. We pass the needle through. Look, here we have 2 strands. The first one and the one down here at the bottom. We pass the needle under both strands. Here. Look, here on top you can see the first one, and down here the second one. We go under both of them and make the stitch. This is how it's turning out. We're going to finish this round with single crochet until we reach the last chain. Again. We've reached the last stitch. Here we're going to make the increase. We go under both loops and make the first stitch. That's one. We go again. 2. And here we make the third stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Here we finish the last increase and complete the first round with a total of 54 stitches. Please check. We work 24 stitches on the sides and make an increase of 3 stitches at the corners. This is the only round with increases we'll work on for this piece. But if you want to make the base a little wider, you can continue working the rounds with increases, following the corresponding sequence. I'm going to leave the base this size, and I'll continue working here on these rounds. We're not going to close it. Instead, we're going to work continuously, that is, in a spiral. So now we start the second round. But here, we start working in the center of the chain, taking only the top loop. Look, here we have the complete chain. We go through the center and take the loop that's on the top. We start with the first one on this side. See, this is where the increase stitch ends. So we go through the center here. We yarn over and make a single crochet. This is where we start. The second round means that in this stitch, we're going to place a marker so we know where the rounds start and end. We go through the center of the next. This is how our stitches are looking. We make one stitch in the center of each loop. Remember, we won't be working on any increases here. Let's use this chance to hide the yarn tail by placing it on this side. And we continue making the stitches. Here, we've reached the 3 stitches. Where the increase is, we go through the center of the chain and make one stitch in each one. Notice that we're not working an increase. We reach the corner where the last increase is. We go through the center of each chain and make a single crochet. Here we finish the second round and look how it's turning out. Now we start the third one. We remove the marker. We go through the center of the chain. And we make the first stitch here. We place the marker again. To know that this is where the round starts and ends, I'm going to do it here. On this side, I keep working in the center of the chain. We are finishing round number 3. Let's make the last 2 stitches. We remove the marker. And we begin the first stitch of round 4. And this is how our piece is looking. Notice that when you finish round number 3, you'll see that the piece starts to rise. And here we can see that it's going up and taking on a canoe shape. Look how it looks. Every time you finish a round, make sure to adjust it. Adjust the piece. Look how beautiful this base is turning out. We are going to continue working the rounds this way. 1 stitch in the center of each chain, all around the edge of the piece, until we finish round number 6. Here we have already finished the 3rd round. Let's do the 4th and 5th. And I'll see you here when we have finished the 6th round. I have already finished the round, completing the 6th one here. I'll show you how to identify each one. Here, look, we have the first round where we made the chain stitch. The 2 stitches are facing each other. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We adjust the piece and we can see the shape it's taking. Look, it's completely straight. Why did we achieve that? Because we only did the first round with increases. We didn't do any more increases. If you keep making increases at the base, it will stay open. So I want the piece to be completely straight, because that's part of its design. So how do we achieve that? Notice that we only work the increase in the first round. And from there, we keep going up with single crochet, simple, without any increases. This base ended up being 21 centimeters long and 4.5 centimeters wide. If you want to make the bag a little wider, just add more chains at the beginning and continue the process. If you're wondering, Mari, can I use a different material for this project? Of course you can do it. You can work with whatever material you have available. It can be t-shirt yarn, it can be flat cord, it can be PIP cord, it can be macrame thread. What you need to keep in mind is that the measurements will vary depending on the thickness of the material you are going to work with. Thank you. Now, starting from round number 7, we are going to change the stitch. We start working with double crochet, so we position ourselves here at the last stitch, remove the marker, and we go through the center of the chain. First, we yarn over, go through the center, yarn over again, pull up to the middle of the stitch, yarn over, and look, here on the hook we have 3 little loops. We yarn over and go through the first 2 loops, pull up, yarn over again, and go through the next 2. Here we've made the first double crochet. Let's place the marker here. Yarn over, go through the center of the next chain, and make the next stitch. In the center of the next one. Okay, we reach halfway up, yarn over, and pull through the first 2. We go up to the level of the little ear that's on the hook, yarn over, and finish the stitch. We'll make the last 2 stitches. And that's how we finish this first round of double crochet. Look how it's turning out. We remove the marker. And here we make the first stitch of the second round. We continue working double crochet. We continue making a double crochet in the center of each chain, all along the edge of the bag. Until we get here to the stitch before the marker. We reach the stitch before the marker. We are going to make the last one here. With this, we finish the second round and look how it's turning out. The piece is quite loose. The stitches shouldn't be too tight. Look how pretty it is. We're going to keep working here. Now we're starting round number 3. Look where the marker is. This would be the whole process we're going to be doing. We're going to keep working the rounds of double crochet in a spiral until we reach the desired height. I am going to keep working and I'll show you what height and how many rounds we're going to do. Okay, I finished the height of the piece. Here I completed 10 rounds and I'll show you how to identify them. Look, here's the first one. For double crochet, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus the 6 rounds of single crochet, making a total of 16 rounds. If you want to make the piece a little taller, just keep working the rounds with double crochet until you reach the desired height. Now we're going to attach the handles. These usually come with an opening, so here we'll put a small piece of ribbon to prevent them from moving around. See, now it's nice and secure here. Let's find the spots where we're going to attach the handles here. Remember, you should also put the ribbon on the other one. We'll be using the markers, and here we place ourselves where we have the increase marker, remove it, and from there count 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Here, in the 4th stitch, we place a marker. And from this point, we're going to count 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We count after the marker, 10 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the next stitch, we're going to place a marker. This is going to be chain number 11 here. From this marker, we're now going to count 17 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We place the marker here. Here. After the marker, we should have 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting the first 3. So the division ended up like this in the center from the first marker to the second. We have 17 stitches here at the corners. After the marker, we have 10 stitches. 17 and 10 stitches. Please check. And in case you made the piece a little bigger, what you should do is divide it into 3 parts. You are going to place more stitches in the center, and on the corners, you should leave the same number on both sides. We position ourselves at the last double crochet, and here in the next 3 stitches, we are going to work single crochet, inserting the hook under the entire chain. Why are we doing it this way? Because here we are going to attach the handles, and we want to make it sturdier. So we go underneath, we make the first one underneath, the next one underneath as well. And here on the last one, and we remove the marker. We take the handle, place it with the opening facing down, and notice that the strand is left at the back. Here we pass the needle under the next chain, yarn over, lift up, and make the first stitch. We go under the next chain. And we finish the stitch here, under the next one. We single crochet along the edge to the next marker. We reach the marker, remove it, and here we make the last stitch. We complete the 17 stitches here. We move to the next marker, and we will make 10 single crochets. Here on this side. After finishing 10 stitches, remove the marker on this side. We pass the needle under the next chain, yarn over, and make the first stitch here. We finish the next one. We work this way until we complete the 17 stitches, reaching the next marker here. We get to the last marker, remove it, and make the last single crochet here. We finish the 17 stitches. On this side, we place the handle here and then continue with the remaining stitches. We go under the next chain stitch. And we make the stitch here. Look, here we have the last double crochet. We go under and make a single crochet. We finish the 10 stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to cut the yarn to make the closure. We pull it out and close it by simulating a chain stitch. We pass the needle under the second one. We count 1 and 2 from back to front, grab the yarn, and take it to the back. We arrange it very well here. We can help by using a closer needle and passing it through. Now in the center of the last chain, from back to front, also under this little ridge. Here we grab the yarn, we take it to the back. Look, here we've simulated the chain. We adjust it very well so it's the same size as the others. Look how the closure looks. We take the needle here and we're going to hide this strand. We bring it forward here. And we hide it here under the stitches. Look how nice the chain stitch is. Here, we cut. We'll use a lighter to burn the tip. We secure it. There. We arranged the handles very well, and I'll show you how the stitching turned out. Look at this side. The sides, here on this side. How did the zipper turn out? We already have the bag ready. Now let's turn it inside out. Let's arrange it very well. This would be the bag's final finish. Your model is like this, upside down. That's why we didn't do a closing round, but instead worked the fabric continuously so we wouldn't have marks or scars on the piece. So look at what a beautiful result we have here on the inside. Look how spacious it turned out. You can add a magnetic clasp if you want. That's optional. Now we're going to attach the little plate here. I'm going to place it down here at the bottom. You can put it up here on the side if you want, but I'm going to put it here. I'll give you the final measurements now. The final height is 20.5 centimeters. With the handle, it's 33 centimeters, and the width is 20 centimeters. The bag without the handles weighs 175 grams, and with the handles it weighs 298 grams, which means the two handles weigh 123 grams. Just so you know, I used a little more than half of the roll. Look at all the material I have left. Honestly, it's an affordable bag, very easy to make, and look how elegant it looks. Perfect for the upcoming holidays, like the end of the year. It's a perfect bag to give as a gift, or to add to your sales catalog. The details and finishes are very beautiful, plus the handle gives it a unique touch. Look, this bag really grabs attention. We've reached the end of the class. I hope you put it into practice and enjoy the process. If that's the case, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment as a sign of appreciation. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you. Bye.